of Thursday Night Football. What's the question the producers came up with? Not a very good one. Kind of lazy. Can the Cowboys run the table and win in the playoffs? Not likely under any circumstance. This injured team with a caretaker quarterback can go deep into the playoffs. This isn't the team it was last year, neither in health nor in excellence.
Nope, not right now, but they can be. That caretaker quarterback just had a pretty good performance against Washington after not being asked to do that much, and they won. You look at their next two games, Buffalo and Oakland, a couple of teams that have checked out. And they end the season with Seattle, a team that's probably going to be fighting for their own playoff spot. But with Seattle, that's winnable. And then they end the season against Philly, who might not have anything to play for. If they play this out and get Ezekiel Elliott back, there's a chance the Cowboys could be relevant again.
And lose when they get there.
True.
Weren't you guys trying to bench Prescott yesterday before the game?
Yeah. No, that's not what we were doing. We were checking on who the backup quarterback was. Then we looked and like, rookie, never heard of him. Central Michigan, no cause for alarm here.
Super red hair, too. Looks like Andy Dalton.
As the Cavaliers' 10-game winning streak convince you they are definitely the best team in the East?
How many times have we done this, whether it be LeBron being in Miami or in Cleveland, but mostly with Cleveland? I think the funny part about looking at this Cavaliers team is, look, they started out 5-7 and they won 10 straight games. It's not the first time a LeBron team with high expectations has done that. He started off 9-8 when he got to the Heat, and then they went on a run of maybe 20 of 21 wins. But if you look at the way this team was built, it's a lot of turnover. It's as if he switched teams without actually changing teams, so he's going through the same process again. The one constant with LeBron is, every year you go in, until you see the drop-off, there's not going to be a drop-off, and he's not dropping off. He's shooting 42+% from three-point range.
That's crazy. He's almost at 60%. He's having one of the best seasons of his career. I keep wondering if this guy is going to age at any point, because he's still playing as if he's in his prime, which is insane given the mileage on his body. But ask yourself this question. Who do you like better? Kyrie Irving with the best defense in the league, or LeBron James with the worst defense in the league, playing against each other? Because I think most of you still take LeBron. This Cavs team, all they have to do is not be intergalactically awful at defense. They can be terrible, just not as bad as they've been early in this season.
By the way, LeBron, can we get you in the three-point shooting contest? Okay, I want to be at home with my family is not really an excuse. Go out there even if you lose. Come on, man. I've seen you beat Ray Allen in the three-point shooting contest.
I can't believe he's shooting like this.
It's the same old LeBron, last game, he got thrown out of the game, against the Heat. Yeah. The following games, he gets all the breaks, he got all the calls. He got 7 free throws, you know what I mean?
7.
That's right.
He got 7 free throws last night.
You have thrown his out of the game. That's right, again, And now he got back into the game, he got all the breaks, Alan Silver called the ref, Cruz says, you got to take care of LeBron.
Right, that's
it, LeBron, he got me back, and he was really after last night's game. What the bleep is going on with Tennessee?
An excellent question. Everyone in college football is asking it. Everyone, every agent, every coach in the sport is using an awful big business amateur transaction, Tennessee, to get their guys raises. And now the Tennessee athletic director, because it's been such a bonfire, some say he has been dumpster fired. After 8 months on the job, he's gone, and they're going to their beloved past, Philip Fulmer, to come fix things. And he will do so by being incredibly boring and incredibly conservative. He will do something that will feel better than everything that's happened now in the present climate of incompetence.
So here's the thing about Tennessee. They feel like one of those programs that might never get to that elite level again. Nebraska's one of those to me where it feels like unless they have the perfect fit, they're really not going to get there. So they really need to try to fix this, take advantage of the fact that they're in the SEC. They're going to get propped up naturally because of that, and fix this, because right now they look like a joke and it could really help out.
It's been a long time since we've seen this kind of mismanagement at the top of a major program, a school that matters, where you have the athletic director being gone after a very short period of time just because he mishandled things so spectacularly that everyone in the country is talking about Tennessee for all the wrong reasons.
I know Fulmer. He's going to do the same thing that Barry Alvarez does.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Barry Alvarez is an athletic director. He's in charge with hiring coaches. Every once in a while during the bowl games, he comes down. He's like, I'll coach him from here. I got it. Fulmer's going to appoint himself after a nationwide search. You watch.
Does it make sense that Jimbo Fisher left FSU for Texas A&M?
Not really. I don't think a lot of people are looking at this and saying that this makes a lot of sense. What it makes is dollars. It's not cents, because this is all about money. He's the second highest paid coach in all of college football. Now, Texas A&M is taking all of that money that Johnny Manziel was raising on a private plane flying all over the country during his Heisman season and saying, we are going to play in Texas with the big boys. We are going to sit at the big table by getting one of the best coaches in the game to leave one of the best programs in the game.
And that's why it makes all the sense in the world for this man, because if you look at where he was, he just got yelled at by a fan during a radio show about loyalty to the program. There might not be another current program that thinks of his coach and loyalty the way Florida State does there, because Bobby Bowden was there forever, and then they just elevated Jimbo Fisher from there. But he goes to a school that's going to pay him more money. He goes to the SEC. You look at the landscape in Florida. Miami's getting really good. Who knows if Florida will turn their program around really quickly. He is getting out at a great time. He won a championship with Florida State. Maybe that was more Jameis Winston than his actual coaching, but he's never going to look better than he does right now. One bad season, can recover from that, go get paid.
He just made a point that I had not considered. Florida right now, with Lane Kiffin, with Charlie Strong, with Scott Frost, with Butch Davis, with all of these coaches in Florida, Texas is a place where it's easier to recruit because Texas has just as many players and not as many coaches getting them.
Would trading for the Whiffer make the Giants better than the Dodgers?
The Whiffer would be Giancarlo Stanton. And no, getting him from the Marlins would not turn the last place San Francisco Giants into a team that's better than one of the best teams ever in the regular season, Los Angeles Dodgers from last year. But what's really interesting here is whether Giancarlo Stanton should waive his no-trade clause, which has San Francisco as one of the teams he can make that judgment about, to play in that city for that organization. Well, they tend to spend money pretty well. They tend to be pretty efficient when they win, right? Kind of every other year win a World Series. I think it's a great place from him when you consider the home run history with Barry Bonds, the great ballpark. I would waive my no-trade clause if I were him.
Okay, hold on a second, though. The producers of this television show decided on a Friday to ask us whether Giancarlo Stanton going to the Giants makes them 40 games better. They finished 40 games behind the Dodgers. 40. That's 4-0 behind the Dodgers. He hit 59 home runs and he won the MVP of the league. But I'm with Izzy on this. The most interesting part about this is the way the Marlins are trying to strong-arm somebody with a no-trade clause because he did not trust previous management. He got a no-trade clause. He wants to go to New York or Los Angeles. And they're saying, would you please go to San Francisco? Or if you don't, we're going to just surround you with nothing but minimum players. We're going to give you nothing. So basically what they're doing is they're threatening him, a guy with a no-trade clause. That's more interesting than whether the Giants are going to be better than the Dodgers.
You know, Whiffer, this is what you got to do. You got to step up to the plate. You got to go into Jeter's office and say, I'm not going no place. I got a no-trade clause, buddy. I'm not going to San Francisco. I'm not going to the Dodgers. I'm not going to the Yankees. You know, I want my money in Miami. You know, you brought this team with, you said you got deep pockets. Well, this is the time to spend it, buddy. This is it. You know, I'm not going no place. Right here, even though if you put me to play with minor league players, I don't care about anything. You know, all I care is about staying in Miami and getting my money in Miami. I want to retire in Miami. That's what you do.
I think he was speaking on behalf of himself, not Giancarlo Stanton. It's what he wants, not what... No.
And in that way, you expose Derek Jeter.
Okay, yes. You can get it.
Derek Jeter. Big funny.
Derek Jeter is a phony.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Good replacement for Matt on
I have no idea.
Some people are saying Hoda caught being.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Good replacement for Matt on
I have no idea.
Some people are saying Hoda caught being.
Us previewing perhaps the most significant weekend we've seen maybe ever in college football. See y'all on the 6th.
Time to play the game that has insatiable desire for pain. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, we question them.
Do you question this shot selection?
You weren't looking at the computer at all while reading that question. You were looking straight ahead. It's like the question doesn't matter on the screen. Let's check in with Miami and Minnesota. Miami is winning the game, and this guy Coffee here plays for... No, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Not only can you win a game of horse doing that, you can compete in NCAA basketball. That's a great shot right there.
All right, but let me see. Number 22 there. Can I see that again just to see how poor number 22 from Minnesota is at rebounding? Let's see number 22 here that allows his friend on the floor to get the offensive rebound. Oh, he gets an assist.
It's a tip pass. It was a tip pass.
Number 22 gets an assist for that right there.
This guy's just ahead of the game. He knew nobody was going to think of that.
Do you question if Larry King is cool?
Never.
All right, Poppy, way to go. You looked right at the computer on that one and read the question right off the screen like you've been doing for 6 years at all times, except for that last question we just did. Let's check in with TMZ outside a restaurant with Larry King.
Who do you think would be a good replacement for Matt on
I
the
have
Today
no
Show? Some people are saying Hoda Kotb. Do you think that would be good?
That's good smoke.
You know, this is cucumber. Have you tried it? Seriously. It's cucumber.
What is it?
Cucumber.
Oh, wow. There it is. That's good right there. Wow. Larry King had no idea what he just did there. Oh, Larry King is the coolest. He's so much cooler than he was before.
Hey, it's good. It's good. I promise.
Probably shouldn't drive your car right now, Larry.
I love that Larry King, one of the great broadcasters of all time, can just stand around outside a restaurant and he'll smoke anything you put in front of him.
That cough was bad, but I remember seeing worse.
Really? Let's see this cough. Oh,
Poor
really?
David Stern.
From our cough file, we give you hiccuping, belching, flailing former commissioner of the league.
That is so unfortunate.
And you know what? I think that I remember another one.
No, you don't. There's another one. Oh, that's the best one. Look at me. Look at me. Oh, there's the go. Look out. Oh, everybody, look at all the people concerned around me. Look at all my friends rushing to my defense because clearly, I'm having trouble. Look at all the people surrounding me in my support group.
But you look so cool when you started
So
that.
cool. I'm sitting here making fun of Larry King's cough on television. Did you see what I just
They
did?
set you up, Dad.
Larry
They
King was
set
on
you up.
television for 50 years. Never as embarrassed as that.
Do you question if Solomon Rogers would fight for a second time?
Okay, my father, just as he was reading this question, he reads the questions beforehand sometimes. Sometimes they're memorized, reads them right into the camera. He just asked me, who the hell's this Solomon Torres? And I'm like, I'm guessing he's someone who's fighting for the first time not well. He's on the left here. Let's see what happens.
Is that a bit of desperation with the...
Oh, my God. Oh!
He might not fight again. He might not open his eyes again.
Oh, that is rare that you see the opponent that's victorious just concerned. Oh,
my God, something flew out of his mouth.
Are you sure that was not a toe that fell off the foot? Was that his mouth? What fell out?
Oh, it was his entire tongue. His entire tongue flew out of his
That
mouth.
was, that was his esophagus. I don't know how that happens medically or physically, but his esophagus flew into the sky.
We had some fun with that, but we want to let you know that he's fine. You know, he's back in business. He has some dental.
To improving every single day. Spectrum, redefining what a cable company can be.
Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that looks dashing in leather. See or no?
No and no. You tell us what's on television tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued.
Leather what?
Tomorrow on a variety of networks, the College Football Conference Championships.
On a variety of networks. Yes, everything starts. The playoffs start right now here. All of these games are playoff games because you've got all of these teams needing victories to get into the Final Four. It's going to be a fun weekend, and then on Sunday we're all going to find out who makes it in. The worst case scenario for the television viewer in that circumstance is all the teams you expect to win then win and get into the Final Four, and there's no suspense. We want some suspense on Sunday. Izzy, are you intrigued?
Oh, I'm in for this. If you just take the TCU helmet, right, remove the horned frog in your head and put an Alabama logo on that, this is essentially an 8-team playoff right now. So stop clamoring for it, enjoy it now, and then we just move on.
Poppy, are you intrigued? Let's pick some games, Poppy. Time for predictions.
I'm very intrigued.
All right, who you got? Oklahoma versus TCU. Who does Poppy have?
I got TCU.
Ooh, wow, he surprised himself on that one. Wisconsin against Ohio State. Who do you like?
I got Wisconsin.
Oh, nobody wants Wisconsin except for him. Miami against Clemson. We could probably think what he's got there.
Miami.
All right, no
Shocker.
surprises there. No shocker there. And Georgia against, okay, thank you. We've moved past that now. Georgia, okay, you did it wrong the first time. Georgia against Auburn. Who you got?
I got Auburn.
So you want some chaos, not all kinds of
Okay.
chaos.
Wow,
Got it.
wow, and not an element, not one sprinkle, not one calorie of analysis there. Just teams and no other information.
I thought you were going to say thought.
I got a question.
Yes.
If TCU wins, Tricky makes it to the playoff?
That's right.
Probably.
I gotta change my pick. I gotta change my pick. That's right. I'm going then with Oklahoma. That's right.
Good choice.
Sunday night on NBC, Eagles and Seahawks.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. But let's check in with the Eagles. The Eagles are fun. They're winning more than everyone. They're having more fun than anyone else. Let's watch some of the ways that they score and then celebrate. Here's Trubisky. Yeah, that's not a great decision. And then that's the end of the game, basically. And so we're going to shake us.
Electric slide again. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I think these celebrations could have been a lot more clever this year. I feel like we really need to step the game up next year.
My father loves the electric slide. Oof. What a terrible pass.
He's celebrating playing Mitch Trubisky every time.
Oh, my God. Mitch.
Do the electric slide again.
Yeah, do it. Well, do it again. Do it again. Against the Bears, you could do it during your run backs.
Oh, we got a movie reel.
There we go.
Oh, look at this.
Okay.
Yes, they did do it again. They took Bobby's request. Oh, look who's gotten there at the end. Yeah, somebody snuck in at the end. Izzy, are you intrigued? I had and I blew it. Boppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, I blame the goalie for that play. The goalie always have to be ready for that puck coming in. You know what I mean? The goalie got to keep his legs tight, close, tight. Got those padding. You got to charge that pad. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't let that pad go through your legs like that.
Keep those legs tight.
The what? The what? The what?
The pad.
The putt? The pet?
The pad.
The putt. Spell it. Spell it. Spell it. Spell the word. Oh, spell the word. Spell the word. Spell the word.
The punt.
No, the thing
That was the punt. That was the punt.
thing that's used in hockey. What's it called? Spell it.
They scored the pad. P-O-T.
Okay, I thought that's how.
The creeks and streams which snake through the thickest parts of the jungle.
Whoa!
Very dangerous. That seems unwise.
Tight.
An alligator, a caiman, by the tail. Oh, it's very small. Oh, really? You're running away from Andrew? Andrew, come on! That was like a baby. My father finds things bigger than that in his kitchen out here in the Everglades. Izzy, are you intrigued?
No. So what's the goal of this show? To show you that there are sometimes small animals that might bite you in the water in the jungle. I kind of already knew that was the case.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, Andrew, if you want to impress me, you gotta catch this gator.
Oh, is this the guy that Bob Barker? Is this the Bob? No.
That's right. That's
the one. Wow, I went to the wrong video. I went to the memorized video of Bob Barker fighting an alligator at a golf course.
This alligator has a beard.
Yes,
He's
look,
that old
that
and
alligator
humongous.
has in its bowels that other caiman.
Did you say Bob Barker?
Yes, Bob Barker.
Right. Wow.
Let's see that. Let's show Izzy. Have you ever seen this?
No.
Watch this. This is what I thought the video was we were going to right here. Bob Barker thinks he's got it all figured out right about here. And then he realizes, oh, no.
That's about as bad as it gets. What was he thinking, though?
An excellent question by Izzy.
Is that Bob Barker?
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.
I might never be back.
He's not coming back on Monday. Maybe someday, but not Monday. Thank you. Ooh.